Now, next is question 17, fiasco. So what does the word fiasco mean? Fiasco basically means complete failure. Okay. The meaning of fiasco is complete failure. Now, the options are option A, overstatement, option B, accomplishment, option C, enlightenment, and option D, embellishment. So, the meaning of all the, I will explain the meaning of all of these options. So, the first one is overstatement. So, what does overstatement means? Overstatement means stating something, stating something too strongly. Okay. Next is accomplishment, option B. So, what does accomplishment means? Accomplishment means success or completion. Now, option C is enlightenment. So, what does enlightenment means? Enlightenment means action of enlightening. And the last one is option D, embellishment. So, what is embellishment? Embellishment is decorative items. Okay, decorative things used to make something more adorable. So, out of all of these options, which option do you think is the antonym for fiasco? Yes, the answer is option B, accomplishment. Because fiasco means complete failure, and the opposite of complete failure is success. So the option is option B, accomplishment. Now, question 18 is woe. Now, what is woe means? Woe means great sorrow or distress. Great sorrow or distress. Okay. So the options now are option A, comfort, option B, bogus, option C, torment, and option D, rue. So the meaning for all of these words are comfort, we all know. Okay. Now, bogus means not genuine. Torment means severe suffering. And the last word is rue. So what does rue mean? Rue means bitterly regret. So out of all of these options, the right answer to the question is option A, comfort. Okay, what is the opposite for sorrow or distress? The answer is comfort. Now, for questions 19 and 20, choose the part of the sentence that has an error. Okay, question 19 is although his predictions are sometimes wrong, he was precise right about the score of last night's match. Okay, so options are option A, although his predictions are sometimes, option B, wrong, he was precise, option C, right about the score, and option D, of last night's match. So, out of all of these options, the part of the sentence that has an error in it is option B. Okay, answer is option B. Now, what is the error here? The error is this should not be he was precise. Okay, he was precise is wrong. This should not be written here. The right answer is he was precisely. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, next is question 20. Arrivals at the new train station always seems to be late, so I wonder if it's a problem with the signals. Okay, options are A, arrivals at the new train, option B, station always seems to be, option C, late, so I wonder if it's option D, a problem with the signal. Okay, now the part of the sentence that has an error in it is option B. Okay, option B. Now, what is the error here? The error here is this should not be seems. Okay, seems is not right. Just a minute. Yeah, seems is not right. The right answer will be seem. Okay, instead of seems, we will use seem. Now, let's move forward to the next part of the paper, and it is reading. Okay, so for questions 21 to 25, read the passage and answer the questions that follow. Doha is the capital city of the Gulf state of Qatar on the Arabian Peninsula. Here, the temperatures can rise above 45 degrees Celsius, which is 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Qatar is well known as the host of the FIFA World Cup in 2022. Perhaps, controversially, some might say, Doha aims to become one of the largest sustainable cities in the world. The project was started in downtown Doha nearly a decade ago, and soon the first residents will move into the planned city. Qatar, made rich by its oil and gas deposits, is trying to combat climate change and rising temperatures with new building techniques and lowering carbon dioxide emissions. In the downtown district, more than 100 new buildings are under construction. The district will house apartments, hotels, and offices, as well as a shopping mall and a primary school. All these buildings will use rainwater harvesting systems and have underground water collection stations. The building will also have solar panels and solar water heaters, and there will be shade overhangs on the pavements. The water from the condensation of air conditioning systems will be collected in basement tanks. Then the water will be reused for irrigation and to flush toilets. Taller buildings have been placed to throw shade on other buildings, and also tunnels of air have been introduced to channel the wind between the buildings. The project is part of Qatar's National Vision 2030 plan. However, the project is criticized for a lack of enough green roof space, which would help to cool down buildings, and there are not enough green park areas in the district. For many, it is just too much tech and not enough nature. Perhaps what they don't understand is that it would take abundant amounts of energy to water any plants that are put on the roofs, as Qatar is a desert state. So, this was the passage. Now, let us see the questions that follow and try to answer each one of them. So, the first question is choose the best title or heading for the passage. Options are A. Eco Boost for Sun Lovers, option B. Good Neighbors, option C. Green Buildings Rise, and option D. High Hopes for Hostess. So, according to what we have read in the passage, the appropriate title for the passage should be option C. Green Buildings Rise. Now, question 22. What is Qatar doing by building a sustainable city? So the options are A. Stopping the place from flooding. Option B. Promoting the World Cup. Option C. Making more money from energy. And option D. Reducing global warming. Okay, so B and C will surely not be the answer. The answer can be either option A or option B. So the most precise option out of both of these is option D. Reducing global warming. Now, question 23, almost no water will be dash. Okay, so option is A, used to build the new place, B, wasted in the district, C, needed for the plants, and D, available to the residents at first. So, the right answer to the question as per the passage is option B, wasted in the district. Question number 24, which paragraph details how the place will be sustainable? Okay, so the option 1 is A, first, B, second paragraph, C, third paragraph, and D, fourth paragraph. So, out of all of these paragraphs, the third paragraph was the one talking about the sustainability. So, the right answer is option C. Now, let us move to the final question related to the passage. So, the question is, what does the word abundant mean in final paragraph? Okay. So, we have to find out the meaning of abundance. Abundant. So, the options are A, felonious, option B, elegant, option C, plentiful, and option D, belligerent. Now, what does abundant means? Abundant basically means more than what is needed. What is needed. Or we can say more than sufficient. Okay. So now this is the meaning of abundant. Now let us see the meaning of the other words as well. So the first word is A, felonious. Now what does felonious means? Felonious means very evil. Very evil. Next is option B, elegant. So what does elegant means? Elegant means attractive. Next is option C, plentiful. So what does plentiful means? A plenty of something that is present in a plenty state. Okay. So plenty, uh, a plenty of something. So that is plentiful. And the last one is belligerent. Now what does belligerent means? Belligerent means aggressive. Okay. So out of all of these, the right answer to the question is option C, plentiful. So the meaning of abundant in the final paragraph is plentiful. Now, okay. Now here it is again a new passage. So firstly we'll read the passage and then we'll see the questions that follow. So this passage is for questions 26 to question 30. Now, researchers have found a species of electric eel from the Amazon that has more than 3 times the voltage of a plug socket. The incredible creature is able to make 860 volts of electricity and so-called electrophorus voltage. The only previously known species of electric eel can generate 650 volts. For hundreds of years, everyone thought this was the only species of electric eel. The team that made the discovery also found another species of electric eel in the Amazon in South America, which increases the number of recognized species of electric eel from 1 to 3. There are no known electric eels outside South America. They named the other newly discovered species electrophorus veri. Now, they were previously thought of as loners that hunt by themselves under cover of darkness. But the team of scientists spotted eels working together to coordinate attacks, similar to how pack animals such as lions hunt, with the added superpower of being able to zap their prey. They collected 107 eels in 4 countries in the Amazon. The lead researcher said Voltaire's size made them hard to miss. They are rarely conspicuous. He said he the discovery shows the importance of protecting and studying the Amazon rainforest. If you can discover a new 8 feet long fish after 250 years of exploration, can you imagine what remains to be discovered in that region? Okay, so this was the passage, everyone. And now let us see the questions. So, the question first is question 26. Choose the best title or heading for the passage. Options are A. Surprise number of animals. Option B. Elegant big fish. Option C. Shocking new eel. And option D. New fish fried. Okay, so out of all of these options, the right and the most appropriate title for the passage will be option C. Shocking new eel. Now, question 27. How many types of electric eels have been discovered? So, as per what we have read in the passage, how many types of electric eels were discovered? The answer is 3. So, the right answer is option D. Now, next question is the scientists have also found dash. Okay. Options are A. Fish that live completely alone. B. Strange new plants in the forest. C. Eels that can leave the river. And D. New behaviors in eels. So, the right answer to the question is option D. New behavior in eels. Now, next is question number 29. Which paragraph mentions why we need to protect the environment? Options are A. First paragraph, B. Second paragraph, C. Third paragraph, and D. Fourth paragraph. So, out of all the 4 paragraphs, the paragraphs that tell us why we need to protect the environment is option D. Fourth paragraph. So, this is the right answer to the question. Now, next is what does the word conspicuous mean in final paragraph? Okay, so what does the word conspicuous actually mean? It means something that can easily be seen or easily be noticed. Okay, this is the meaning of the word conspicuous. Now, options are A. Solitary animals. What are solitary animals? Solitary animals means animals that live alone. Okay, so this is what solitary animals means. Next is difficult to understand. Option C, easy to see or find, and option D, meat eating fish. So out of all of these, the right answer is option C, easy to see or find. Okay, class. So now we are moving forward to the next section of the paper, that is achievers section. Now in this section, it consists of 5 questions and all the 5 questions consist of 2 marks each. Okay, so let us try to solve these. For questions 31 and 32, choose the correct option to complete each sentence. So the question is, my sister is a real dash, the old block, and you can see it more and more as she gets older. Okay. Now, what does basically this is a complete idiom here that is used, and we have to find the rest of the part of the idiom. So options are A, chip off, option B, turnover, option C, muck up, and option D, CN. So in order to complete this idiom from here to here, dash the old block, so the answer will be option A, chip off. So the complete idiom will be chip off the old block. Now what does this idiom means? This idiom means that a person who closely, I'll write it here, a person who closely resemble their parents. Okay. Now, the right answer is option A, chip off, but let us again see the meaning of the other options. So, second is turnover. Okay. So, what does turnover means? Turnover means to change position. Okay. Next is muck up. So, what does muck up means? Muck up means mishandle something. And the last one is see in. So what does see in means? To find good or attractive things. Okay. So now let us move forward to the next question. Next question is question 32. I had a change of dash after seeing what happened to my brother after not studying. I as much as I can now. Okay. So the options are A, heart, option B, trousers, option C, legs, and option D, shirt. Okay. So what will be the right answer? The right answer will be option A, heart. So whenever we see something that touches our heart, that changes our feelings, so what is the idiom that we usually say? Change of heart. Okay, change of heart and not change of trousers, legs or shorts. Okay. Now, next question is question 33. Choose the correct antonym of humility. Okay. So, uh, as emphatic means? Emphatic means expressed in a strong way. Okay. So out of all of these options, we have to find out the right answer. So firstly, let's see the meaning for all of these. So the first word is eloquent. So what does eloquent means? Able to express your opinions well. Able to express your opinions well. Okay. Option B is redistributed. So we all know what redistributed means. Redistributed means to distribute again. Next is option C, disadvantaged. So disadvantaged means something that is not in our favor. And the last word is disadvantaged, I'll write. Yeah. So disadvantaged means not in favor. And the last one is insistent. Okay. So what does insistent means? Insistent means saying strongly that you must have or do something. Saying strongly that you must have do something or must do something. Okay. So out of all of these, what option do you think is the right answer to the question? Yes. So the right answer will be option D, insistent. Now we have came to the last question of the paper. So the question is, choose the part of the sentence that has an error. Okay. So as a consequence of the impending harsh winter, the school trips were all moved back for safety reasons. Okay. So in this sentence, we have to find the part which has error in it. So the options are A, as a consequence of, B, impended harsh winter, comma the, option C, school trips were all, option D, moved back for safety reasons. So out of all of these options, the option which has an error in it is option B. Now, what is the error here? The error is that it should not be impended. It should be impending harsh winter. Okay. It will not be impended. It will be impended. So now, okay, class, this is it for today. I hope I made learning fun and understanding the various concepts behind different types of questions easy for you. So, uh, this is it. Thank you and have a nice day.